All right, welcome to another song title challenge. We want to know, how would you write this one? This is where you get the opportunity to step inside the mind of a hit songwriter and be scared for your life, because that hit songwriter is my good friend, co-host, Mr. Brent Baxter.
Yellow.
And the way this works is you send in a song title from the community there. To send it to info@daredevilproduction.com. Production is singular. There is no S. Please put song title challenge in the subject line so we know what folder to put it in. And it's not a co-write. It is just a creative exercise where we're going to cook up 4 to 5 different ways to conceptually write the lyrics for a specific song title. The design of this, Brent, right, to mimic really the first 15 minutes of kind of every pro write, where you're just trying to figure out the angle. Do we have the best angle? Before we start writing lyrics, what are we trying to talk about? Like,
yeah, if somebody were to come in and say, hey, I have this title, I don't know what to do with it, right? Because I don't know what you climbers have in mind for these titles. You just send them in. So it's like you walk in and go, I got this title. I have no idea what to do with it, but I really want to write it. Okay, well, let's bounce this ball back and forth and see what it could be about. Yeah, just like the beginning of a co-write. Except, I'm not going to immediately go, nah, what else you got? If Johnny throws it out, because we're just going to run with it.
Therein lies the thing. You've got to do it. The only way out for you is through.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right. So are you ready?
No, not at all. Let's do it.
All right. So this one is from frequent title contributor, Tony True.
Hey, Tony. Thanks for sending one in, buddy.
Yeah. And here, I just like the way this rolls off the tongue, and I want to see what you can do with it, because I'm kind of, I don't know where you're going to go with it, but it's called No Maybes Baby.
Okay, so N-O, no.
Yep, separate word, maybe. And the way he wrote it was maybes was with an apostrophe S, as in...
no maybes, baby.
Well, it could be, see, there it is. So the way you just said it, it wouldn't have an apostrophe, right?
No, well, it would be, it'd be...
because the apostrophe shows ownership, like it's
possessive,
maybe. It's a possessive, yeah.
Okay.
So it could go both ways with that.
Let's see what we do here. So Tony, thanks for sending this in. I'll try not to butcher it, but either way, I hope it's fun to watch. So no maybes baby. So we'll play with the apostrophe a little bit. So no, okay, so I try to let the title write these songs on these, because this is all I got, right? Just starting from the title, try to extrapolate from there what could be a cool idea. And we're trying to write these as I'm a country hammer, so these all look like country nails for the most part. Looking at them going, how can I write this as like a country hit? Give it the best chance to turn this into something that radio would dig, right? So, okay, so the first thing I hear is no maybes, baby, like plural. So I don't want any maybes as I say this to my baby, kind of thing, right? He's like, maybe, hey, maybe this will happen, maybe that. He's like, hey, no maybes, baby. It's definite. Like Yoda said, do or do not do. There's no try.
Oh, okay. So I got an idea.
Or do not do. There is no try.
You do a really good voice like that, man. That's actually
it's kind of how I sing. It's kind of my natural singing voice, actually.
So on that, like, you could have fun with the general driving point being like, I'm no maybes, baby. Look, I'm your rock. I'm here for you. We're here together. But you could juxtapose it and play it off of like all the crappy things we get maybes from when it comes to women in relationships, right? Like, honey, where do you want to go eat tonight? I don't know. Where do you want to go? Or no, we asked them, where do you want to go eat tonight? Oh, I don't care. Okay. How about we go to Applebee's? No, I don't want to go to Applebee's. Oh, okay. Well, how about we go here? No, I don't want to.
You definitely do care. Okay.
Yeah. No, and then you have that conversation, right? No, but
there are places I want to go. There's just places I don't want to go.
Yeah. What's the list of places you don't want to go? I don't want to.
We'll go from there.
Yeah, you go. It's that whole thing. Like you could really have fun with that, and that would be so relatable with anybody. Is in any kind of relationship. Right?
Yeah. No maybes, baby. So it feels like you're talking to your love, right, or your prospective love or something, and one of them's kind of hemming and hawing. You're like, can't be no babies, baby.
Yeah.
Like, no, we gotta do this thing or not do this thing. Not maybe it'll work out, maybe it won't. No maybes, baby. I'm all in. No, or you're wondering, girl, maybe it'll work out, maybe it won't. As far as I see it, no maybes, baby.
Yeah.
I'm certain No maybe about
like a love at first sight kind of thing.
This is no maybe. This is definite. I'm in, all in, no maybes, baby.
Yeah.
And so, because I do like how that rolls, the internal rhyme and maybe, baby.
Yeah.
So that's a positive of like, yeah, you're not quite sure, but as for me, I'm sure about this love thing. It could be a flip side of that. And for some reason, I picture this being more of a girl talking to a guy, but maybe like, okay, if you're not sure, we're not doing this thing. You kind of like, there can't be no maybes, baby. I don't want that. Maybes, baby. Like, no, we're not having maybes.
You could spin that from like a vulnerability point, right? Like, I'm really starting to fall for you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no maybes, because I don't want to go too far, and get hurt. Like,
yeah,
in a really positive way. Like I'm afraid of maybes, because that'd be another angle, like a vulnerability pitch, like a vulnerability angle where, one angle we're talking like it's positive. It's
I'm all in. I have no maybes.
The other one is like, man, no maybes, baby. Like, or you're going to kill me. Like you don't understand how I'm exposed right now. I'm twisting the wind. Like,
I need you to be certain if you're going to jump in.
Yeah.
So that'd be cool. Or maybe she's my no maybes baby. Like, everything in life is so uncertain, but not this girl. Yeah. This thing, this love, we got this.
Oh, there you go.
No maybes, but maybe, maybe I'll lose my job tomorrow. Maybe the stock market's going to crash. Maybe, some short, crazy man in North Korea is going to push a button. Maybe
that kid down the block isn't going to show up and mow our lawn like we paying him to do.
Yeah, maybe, my truck's going to break down again. Maybe, what? But her, she's my no maybes, baby.
Oh, that's good.
Every time.
That's good.
Or you're my no maybes baby, because it's that little big word of you.
Yeah.
Of her. And, so you're singing, you're directly addressing the girl and saying all this craziness in the world, but not you. You're that something I can count on.
Yeah.
Love. And that makes it all right. I can deal with all the maybes because you're my no maybes baby.
That's right.
So that's positive love. And, just a little different way of saying this thing is sure, or maybe I'm so unsure about, I have all these maybes about life. All these things are uncertain. I just don't know about it. But when it comes to you, I got no maybes, baby. So it's a little different angle on, instead of like, you're not sure about us. I'm looking at life going, there's so much uncertainty that that in every part of my life, except for how I feel about you. When it comes to me and you, there's no maybes, baby.
That's the one thing that's more certain.
That's the one thing that's certain. Rock of Gibraltar, baby. It ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. So which is more positive, right? Because it doesn't cast it on the girl going, you're not sure, but don't worry, I'm sure. Right? It's just like, hey, life is crazy. But this is good. This is solid. Yeah. I think it's more positive. It doesn't introduce like a little negative interaction between the guy and the girl, like an unbalanced relationship. He's just praising her. He's like, life is crazy. You're solid. This is good. What we got, there's no maybes, baby. So I'm liking that. It's feeling like it's kind of more dialed in as far as
you could really, I love that. You could really go down put some furniture in there, like just talking about all the things that, if you really sat for 10 minutes and wrote a list of all the things that on a daily basis are uncertain. Are you going to get to work on time? Is there going to be an accident? Is somebody going to die? Is the stock market up or down? Is
my boss going to be in a good mood or a bad mood?
Yeah, did the milk turn in the refrigerator yet? Is the dog going to make it outside? Is the puppy going to make it outside on time? What else? Like,
and all that stuff is fairly domestic and a little older, so that's one way to go. Like, we're kind of married, we're adult life here, but me and you were certain. And that's one kind of brand or lane for an artist. So let's see if we can young that up a little bit, where an artist that doesn't want to sing about being married and all domesticated could be more external stuff in the world. Somebody could, like the short man in North Korea could hit a red button, or, the truck could break down again, or, I could have a flat, or I could do stuff that's not tied to like a job or being married, that would be a way that you would want to be aware of what kind of.
Well, you could do a job without. You could have a job without being married.
Oh
right?
yeah, for sure. It depends on exactly what lane you want to aim for, and that would be a decision. Doesn't make your song better or worse. It would just make it a decision. Going, okay, well, we talk about married. Okay, that's one kind of lane. If we talk about having a job, it could be the same lane, but that could be a little different lane. It could be job and married, or just job, or it could be let's avoid job and marriage and just talk about other things that are uncertain. That way, the singer could be any of those things. Could have a job. Could be married.
We keep it light, like it's our favorite show tonight. Going to be a rerun.
Maybe. Yeah, it could be. Yeah, is a storm going to roll in? Is my truck? My truck going to break down? It's at least enough to say the singer's old enough to be driving, right? Yeah. Is this other stuff going to happen in the world? Is this whatever? All these maybes.
Is Clemson going to win the championship?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, my team going to win this weekend? Maybe. Whatever. But when it comes to you, there's no maybes. Am I going to get carded? Maybe not. There are different ways you would think about that to build that for different lanes and for different type of artists, and kind of depends on where the market might be going, what you think is going to give you that best chance, and the best combination of best song and best and right song. It's not. I was talking to a buddy last night about this song that had gotten cut and by this other hit writer and had some good stuff happen with it. And it's not rocket science. It's not like an incredible, it's not The House That Built Me, right? It's not, or I Drive Your Truck. It's not the song where will be studied, but it's a very successful song. It's kind of just dumb, right? And we talked about this other writer who was frustrated because he'd writing all these like really well crafted, really spot on, all this stuff that should work. And then this other guy pops out with this thing, that does really well. And it was like, it's not always about even the best song. It's about having the right song. That song was the right song at the right time for the right artist. And it got there and it happened.
Yeah. Achy breaky heart.
Yeah. Right song, right artist, and it's not studied, as far as like, oh, this is how you do this and that, but it works. So, some of these choices are about you trying to find the right mix of what's great and most appropriate, has the best chance to be the right song. Like we talked about my song, Caribou Barbie before.
Yeah, that's right.
Stevens cut. It's a silly song, but it was the right song for Ray. It's not going to be studied as like, this is how but it was the right song. We hit the target we were aiming at, right? I've had other songs like that. I mean, there's another song that Ray cut called Flyover Country. It was the only time I ever pitched that song. I wrote with a buddy of mine, and boy, he went to a place in that third verse. My buddy Tim wrote that third verse and went way political with it. And I was like, well, we're never going to get that cut. It was very, very divisive, But for what Ray was doing, it was the right song. It was the right mix of what he wanted to say, and I pitched it one time and it got a cut. Is it the best song on the planet? No. I'm thankful for it. I wrote it was the best I could do that day. It was the right song. So
that's never a bad day when you find out you got a cut.
Oh, heck yeah. Always a good day. Always a good day. So anyway, you want to think about that when you're thinking about how to take these angles, is what's going to give me the best chance to reach what your particular goals are. Yeah. Like for Tony, it might be, hey, I just want to write my life. So therefore he may make choices A, B, and C. Whereas, hey, I want to have the best chance with this artist I'm writing with. So I'm going to options D and F or whatever. So anyway, let's check our time here. 14 minutes. All right. So let's just see if there's something else. I think we have some solid ones that make sense.
Yeah.
No maybes, baby. Or something about, are you pregnant? Are you not? No maybes. Baby.
Yeah. How about what if what is the baby of a no or a maybe?
Yeah, no and maybe's having a baby.
Is that too deep? Is that too, yeah, like not that like no and maybe got together to have a baby, but like
this is what the result of no's and maybes.
Yeah. Which would be the opposite of yes, right? Like uncertainty, it would be. I don't know how
you'd have to mess with that phrase a little, no and maybes, baby, or that's just what you get from no's and maybes, baby.
Yeah.
So no's and that that's done whatever, and this stuff that no's and maybes are, you think of negative things. You're not moving forward. You're hesitating. That's what you get from no's and maybes, baby. Could be cool. No's and maybes, baby. Could
like
be
the opposite of Nike, just do it. Like it's just,
yeah, exactly. Just hang on and think about it some more. Analysis paralysis. And it could be a love song about that. Like, no, I can't. No, this is all the reasons we won't work, or maybe. Hey, whatever. Blah blah blah. That's all you get from no's and maybes, baby. No one ever, no one ever kind of reached a mountaintop from no's and maybes, baby. If you could set up a pair.
Yeah, there you go. See, that's what I was
like. Yeah. I'm gonna love it if it rhymed with baby. Like, no one ever. No one ever made it from no's and maybes, babies. Or that's not clear enough. But like, no one ever, had a trophy and raised it from no's and maybes, baby. Or
there you go.
That kind of thing. Like, no one, like, they went in, they said yes, and then committed. And we all have no's and maybes along the way from other people, but we're not him and Han. Like, people don't, if they're stuck on no's and maybes, people don't have that success.
Yeah. That's a good angle.
Yeah, that's interesting. It's more kind of empowerment, and it could be like in a love thing, like you got to commit to this. Yeah, it could be that thing. Like, we need to commit to this love. You don't, you don't have grandbabies from no's and maybes, baby. You're not, 40 years won't, you're not going to make it.
That's a tongue twister.
That is, and it's babies and babies rhyming, but that kind of thought. So for a love thing, or it could be more like the empowerment, just Nike, just do it song about it, more than not love, baby, but just come on, baby. Like you yell at your football teammate. It's weird.
That's right.
Dude in tight pants running around tackling each other, calling each other baby. But hey, totally cool. Totally cool with that. Like you telling them, but good game, baby. I'm not completely comfortable with that. Why? I don't know, dudes. But anyway, it could be that kind of thing where it's like a just do it. Like, no one ever, whatever, reached the mountaintop, won the game from no's and maybes, baby. You gotta be all.
That's right.
So that's another thought.
I think that's a good last ditch. Long distance shot. Yeah. That's perfect. So, Brent, if anybody wants to work on, maybe they got a title, they don't want to do it publicly, they want to work with you privately on this kind of an exercise, or actually write with you, how does that work?
Yeah, I do one-on-one coaching and writing with people. So you can get my schedule, see all the details, and book a session at songwritingpro.com/coaching. songwritingpro.com/coaching. And so we can prepare your song. We can repair your song. If you have one you've already written, you want to get feedback on it. If you want to do Q&A about the business, the art, the craft, all that stuff of songwriting, we can do that. Basically, I'm at your service. I want to help you however I can. Also, I've actually just opened up a new thing, which is song feedback. I'm kind of testing that where.
Oh, cool.
It's another feature on there. You can send in a song, just email it in, and I record my feedback on it. So it's not live and in person, but I record my feedback on it for about 8-10 minutes and send it on back to you, a couple days later. And so it's a one-sided thing. It's not the interactive like the live coaching is, but it saves you some cash doing that. And it fits a little more comfortably into schedules and stuff. So you just send me the song. I record my comments on it and what I think about it and some suggestions and zip it on back to you. So that's something else that's a possibility for you. That's kind of new. But again, songwritingpro.com/coaching.
Awesome. All right, guys. Yeah. Well, there you go. That brings us to the end of another killer song title challenge. Once again, if you've got an idea for a song title, a clever song title, please send that in to info@daredevilproduction.com. Production is singular. There is no S. info@daredevilproduction.com, and put song title challenge in the subject line. This podcast exists because we want you to win. So keep on climbing, y'all.
And we'll see you at the top.